Children need sleep just as much as they need food and oxygen. Both the quality and amount of sleep plays a major role in their overall development, affecting everything from learning and behavior to physical and emotional health. Understanding sleep helps families better support their child's growth, daily functioning, and overall well-being. As occupational therapists, we use what we call the PEO model, which talks about the person, environment, and occupation to help understand what supports successful sleep. A child sleeps best when their individual needs, their surroundings, and their routines all work together. Throughout this presentation, we're going to revisit these pillars to show how strengthening each one can help create a healthier, more supportive sleep experience. This pyramid highlights the basis of supportive sleep being stable medical status and safety. As we move further towards the top of the pyramid, these components of sleep build off those two foundational concepts to support overall regulation in combination with a supportive sleep environment to provide your child with the sleep skills necessary for supportive sleep. When we talk about sleep, it's important to understand what's actually happening in the body. Sleep isn't one single state, it's a cycle made up of different stages, each playing a unique role in helping the brain and body function at their best. In stage one, it's a light, non-REM sleep, often called twilight sleep. This is a brief transition between being awake and being asleep. If someone wakes you during this stage, you might not even believe you were asleep at all and were only here for about a few minutes. Stage 2 is also considered non-REM sleep, and this is where we spend about half of our total sleep time. During this stage, the body begins to power down. Our temperature drops, our muscles relax, and our eye movement stop. It's a very important stage for maintaining regular sleep rhythms. Stage 3 is deep non-REM sleep. This is the restorative stage when the body repairs tissues, builds bones, and strengthens the immune system. It's much harder to wake someone from this stage, and we tend to get the most deep sleep in the first half of the night. Stage 4 is what we call REM sleep. This is where most vivid dreaming happens. REM sleep is considered active sleep because the brain is highly engaged, and you may see small movements like twitches, even though the body's major muscles are temporarily paralyzed to prevent acting out dreams. As the night goes on, we spend more time in REM and less in deep sleep. For sleep to truly be restful, the body needs to move through this entire cycle, stages 1, 2, 3, and REM, about 4 to 5 times a night. When these cycles are disrupted, children may have trouble with attention, mood regulation, learning, and physical health. Understanding these stages can help us make sense of why sleep is so important and why challenges in any part of the cycle can have real impacts on daily life. As occupational therapists, we look at sleep as an essential occupation, one that strongly influences a child's ability to learn, play, participate in routines, and manage everyday demands. To understand why sleep is so important, it helps to look at what it does for the body and the brain. First, sleep is guided by our internal clock, or what we call the circadian rhythm. This rhythm helps children feel awake during the day and sleepy at night, and it's shaped by light exposure and consistent routines. When a child has a predictable sleep-wake schedule, their brain understands when to be alert and when to wind down. For school-age children and teens especially, this rhythm is key to supporting attention, behavior, and overall daily functioning. Sleep also plays a major role in growth and physical development. During the deepest stages of sleep, particularly early in the night, the body releases growth hormones. This helps with bone development, tissue repair, and overall physical health, especially important for younger children whose bodies are growing rapidly. From a cognitive standpoint, sleep is essential for learning. While children sleep, and the brain sorts and organizes the information they've taken in throughout the day. It strengthens memory pathways and helps with problem-solving skills. Children who get adequate, good quality sleep are more likely to stay focused in school, manage transitions, and retain new information. Sleep also acts as a reset for emotional and physical health. It supports emotional regulation, helping kids better manage those big feelings and respond to stress. It contributes to cardiovascular health and keeps energy levels steady throughout the day. When children sleep well, we tend to see more stable moods, improved flexibility, and greater resilience. Another important function happens at the brain level. While asleep, the glymphatic system, often referred to as the brain's cleanup crew, activates. It's clear toxins and waste products that build up during the day. Without enough sleep, the system can't work properly, which can impact attention, behavior, and overall brain health. Finally, sleep is closely tied to immune and metabolic function. A well-rested body is better at fighting off illness. Sleep also affects appetite and metabolism, and when children don't get enough rest, they may crave sugary or high-fat foods, which can impact their mood and overall energy levels. All of these systems, physical, cognitive, emotional, and biological, shape how well a child can engage in their daily occupations. When sleep is disrupted, so is their ability to participate, learn, and thrive. Understanding these impacts helps us support families in building healthier, more sustainable sleep routines. Sleep has a powerful impact on a child's mental health and overall well-being. When children don't get enough sleep, their emotional balance is one of the first areas to be affected. They may feel more anxious, irritable, or overwhelmed, and everyday stress, such as schoolwork or social interactions, can feel much harder to manage. Sleep also plays a big role in how children navigate peer relationships, which can influence their confidence and a sense of belonging. From an OT perspective, sleep is a core foundation for regulation. When kids are well rested, their brains are better able to pause before reacting, stay calm during challenges, and follow routines or instructions more effectively. On days when they're overtired, those skills may become much more difficult, leading to those big emotions, frustrations, or difficulty coping with changes. Overall, sleep impacts a child's quality of life. It influences how they learn at school, how they interact with friends and family, and how much energy they have for the activities they enjoy. When sleep improves, we often see kids become more engaged, resilient, and able to fully participate in the things that matter most to them. In this chart, it talks about the recommended hours of sleep for children. As you can see, the younger a child is, the more sleep they require. We wanted to include this chart for you to be able to reference based on your child's age.